Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission, coming for the top position.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Pick on side. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we are. Lady. 55. Hey, exit. 55.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike spot 4. Red 80. Cut.
Darnold from the gun. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold got his target, Pierre Garcon. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Red 80. Deuce. Slam. You go, young lady.
Here's Darnold. Now that'll be caught by Comp. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bandit. Slam. Red 80. Check. Lucky. Red 80. Undercrunch. Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Green 80.
Touchdown, defense.
Hey, 0.
Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the interception, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the ball. Check. Motion to the backfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
55, right there in the middle, 55. They can't hang with us. Check, 55.
A first down throw, Darnold. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here I come. Yo, 80. Mike's 54. Hey, Charlie. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. We need turnovers. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And 80. I got you. You're all mine.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Jabal Sheard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Haywood. Check pass. Check pass. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Cut. Watch the twist.
On the draw, Connor. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's going to fire one deep over them. And got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Sterling Shepard, 98 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 14, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
What? 56, right there, 56. Let's go.
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 0. Stop your
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
380. Not today, Rob. Not today.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
A final shot before the break. Darnold bearing it deep for Garcon. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Friday. Mike 54. Mike 9.
Throwing on third and long. Wilson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 55. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the curl. Mike spot 4. Danny. Man, Eddie. Kill. He's crashing. Yo, Eddie. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And the Titans first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get your swerve on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip left. Rip left.
To throw is Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Check 49. Check 49. Switch.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
55 for Mike. Oh, you got D? 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's Wilson to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You see me out here? That's right.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Red 80. Watch the safety creep. Check safety. Check safety. Check. Oh, 80.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, watch it.
Darnold from the gun. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Why? Get wide. Young lady. Jump. Red lady. Showing it.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Red 80. Alert 3. Check 13.
Darnold on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Wilson wants to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Oh, 80. You got tight right there. Watch switch. Red 80.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Check. Watch 54. And I'm coming after you. Motion. Pop. Check. Lady. Check 3. Red 80. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Jamison Crowder, 97 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Motion, motion, motion. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Now it's Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Right there, 54 Mike. Red 80. Red 80. Watch the shoot. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 The lady. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll look to throw. And able to find Garcon. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On First down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 3rd down, Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Tennessee, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.